Does your website need more traffic? Well, visit overflowcafe.com today. They make websites popular, and over 41,000 people use their service to gain more customers. They are winning at business. What about you? Visit overflowcafe.com today.
Hi, this is your girl T with Rockefeller's Barbershop, located at 1733 Babcock in San Antonio, Texas. Whether you're looking for a haircut, a shave, braids, dreads, weaves, color, we do it all here at Rockefeller's. You can hit me up at 210-884-9046. That's for a call or text. And on Facebook and Instagram at Takesha Williams. That's TAKESHIA Williams. And you're listening to us now on I Am Refocused podcast on iHeartRadio.
You are listening to I Am Refocused podcast special edition with your host, Shamaya Reed. This podcast is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. Now, let's tune in into today's podcast.
This is I Am Refocused podcast, and today we have an awesome show lined up for y'all. Before we get right to our guests, I want to thank our sponsors. First on the list, we have Rico Rodriguez of Rockefeller's Barbershop, Miss Kim of River City Donuts, Bebe McClinton of All Sports Speed and Conditioning. Check out his resume with the NBA and NFL players. Head to allsportsfitness.net. Also want to give a big shout out to DW Brooks Freedom Home. And last but not least, does your website need more traffic? Head over to overflowcafe.com. To today's guest, man, we have a dope, awesome guy. He goes by Camp Zeroo, and he's an EDM DJ, producer, rapper, author, man, actor, and philanthropist. Man, how you doing today, sir? Because you have a dope resume, over 3 million streams, man. I mean, you're killing it in the game.
Appreciate that. How you doing?
Doing real good. So you have a really long history, 18 years in the music game, and you have shared the stage with some big artists. I mean, we're talking about Drake, Trey Songs, Rick Ross, Justin Bieber, Wiz Khalifa. I mean, I might as well just stop and just allow you to introduce yourself to the crowd.
Well, my name is Camp Zeroo, EDM DJ, hip hop, list goes on, actor, executive producer. Hi, man, I'm happy to be here, man. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Yes, sir. And not just executive producer for, a motion picture. I mean, you were nominated for an award. Tell us about that back in 2009, man.
2009, I was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award, which was pretty cool, man. A real great experience. I did the movie, Step in the Movie. I did all the music, all the scoring. We had over 28 stars like Anthony Anderson, Faison Love. We had B2K in there. The list goes on. So yeah, man, we got nominated. It was a real cool experience.
I mean, it's like, I always ask a lot of people how they sleep, but I'm gonna really ask you, like, how many naps do you really get?
With none lately, man. I actually got a baby on the way today.
Oh, congratulations, man.
I appreciate it, man. So I'm actually at the hospital now, man, and so I ain't getting no sleep. So the little sleep that I would get, which would probably be 20 minutes a day.
Wow, man. And speaking of on the community side, being philanthropist, you have a little thing that you're doing on social media, Running Up Challenge. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. So the Run It Up Challenge is basically it's paying it forward. So what it is, you help one person, that encourages people to help the next person. So basically, the Run It Up Challenge is we giving away $500,000 to fans, and all you got to do is do a good deed, whether you help your mother, or help an old lady cross the street, or help somebody that's in need. Video recorded, put the song behind it, post it, and tag Run It Up Challenge, then you be entered into the contest.
Oh, man. Everybody listening to this right now, tell them where can they find you right now on social media, because I know everybody burning up their phones right now trying to figure out where you at.
Oh, you can find me at Camp Zeroo on Instagram and Twitter, CampZeroo, and on Facebook, you can find me at Camp Zeroo online, CampZeroo online.
And all they got to do,
y'all tune in.
And all they got to do is make a video and put hashtag Run It Up Challenge.
That's all they got to do. We giving away plenty of money, and we thinking about up in the States a little bit. So,
oh man, y'all hear that?
Y'all get in on this challenge.
Y'all better share this episode with all your friends and family, man, because this right here, man, right? That's pretty good, man. Right when we start the show, you come out with some big, awesome stuff, man. That's cool, man. Like who? I mean, not who, but why did you decide you wanted to do something like that? Because that's pretty awesome.
Man, I just got a real big heart for people, man. I genuinely just love people, man. Like really, since I was a kid, I just like being around them. I like entertaining them. I like helping. I like seeing people smile. So I wanted to do something that could change the world. You know, if I get 100,000, 1 million people to do the Run It Up challenge to participate, you know, I feel like I made a difference.
That's what's up. And man, you representing Dallas, Texas, man. How's the scene out there in Dallas?
Man, we got some rain today, so we good. So it ain't as hot. It ain't 199 degrees on my forehead. So we good.
and tell us, man, about just the whole music, you know, with your experience, just sharing the stage with these major stars. Tell us, what's your mindset like from the beginning to now? Like, what was your mindset when you started in the industry?
When I was a kid, man, it was all fun. I remember the first song I did, man. I had a buddy by the name of Robert Williams, and he was making beats. When I was 10, I was like, how did you making beats? You know, at the age of 10, and he's 10, and he's making beats. It's like, whoa, that's crazy. So it stayed with me. So I would do a lot of talent shows, open mics. So when I graduated high school, I started to really get into like learning the business. You know, I would go on Google. Like my school was Google. I'd go on Google, you know, how to do tours, how to do this. So I went on my first tour by the time I was 21. I booked it myself and went out on the road. We did 48 shows. And I started to really learn the business. My dad does major motion pictures for a living as well. So he did Blair Witch Project, Rush Hour. I'm in a long list of movies.
Wow.
So he will always let me score my music in his films, or just like the movie 300, he'll let me score like sound effects, like different things like that.
Wow.
So that's how I got, you know, to get connected with a lot of these stars, as far as just being able to open up for them or being on the same ticket as them. And
my DJ Khaled voice, man, these are some major keys right here, man. Like, wow. I hope people listening to this audience, man, DJs and producers, y'all taking notes, because I'm about to dive in. All right. So with your experience, what words of wisdom do you have for these upcoming DJs and producers, people who want to make a living doing what they love?
Oh, exactly. Understand exactly what you're getting into. So before you release an album, or, you know, mixtape, whatever you release, do your research. You go on Google and research the certain things that you would need in place for that. You know, make sure you have an audience to listen to it, you know, because a lot of producers will spend, you know, 90 hours in the studio, but then forget the most important part is that you need people to listen to it. You know, you need a publicist, you need management, you need certain things in order to, you know, or just building your social media, which is a free platform. So I would say, you know, study your craft, not just being the best producer you can be, but being the best business person you can be for yourself, if that makes sense.
Definitely does. And you mentioned management too. That, I believe, is something that's very iffy for a lot of newbies. Like, explain to someone who is asking, well, man, I heard that stuff costs like, well, what's some advice do you have for people to just kind of get their feet wet? Like, you know, what's the right steps?
What I did is, we all got friends that we can trust. So what I did is I learned certain positions and I learned certain roles, and then I taught my friends how to become that for me. If that makes sense. If you can't afford it or you can't find that right person, well, it's easy just for you to learn that role and put somebody in that position to play that role until you find that right person.
That's real talk right there. Because a lot of times producers, beat makers, whatever you want to call it, we just want to get the music out on SoundCloud and hopefully we get like 200,000 streams. But like you're saying, we're missing the whole point of learning the business. And say someone wants to take action as soon as they finish this episode. What's one thing that they can start tonight if they wanted to
First thing you need to
get
do
serious?
is get you a piece of paper and write down exactly what you want to come from your business idea, your music, whatever it is you're doing. Write down exactly what you want to do. Take tonight and write down step by step what you want to see from it, what you want to happen. And then the next step is the next day, after you got a fresh brain, you get on Google, Yahoo, whatever platform you use to search, and you start to search how to make those things happen. Well, how do I book my own tour? Or how do I get a booking agent? Or how do I, raise funds? You search those things, and there's thousands of pages of people talking about how they did it. So for whatever you want to do, there's somebody who's already crossed that bridge and that shared it on these platforms. Google should be your best friend.
That's good information right there, man. If y'all just now tuning in, we are talking to Camp Zeroo, and I have some more questions, man. Now you spoke of a tour, and I want to mention a tour that you have coming up, Run It Up tour. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh man, Run It Up tour is gonna be crazy. So we added dates. It started off as a college tour, but as the song grows, we're adding so much stuff into it. So we're going to kick it off. We was going to wait till October 8th, but I'm going to kick off the radio edition promotional tour within 4 weeks. So we're going to go. We're going to July 30th. We're going to be on ABC. I also have an artist by the name of Sam Harvey that we just signed. We signed a few artists from the 70 Dreams Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam Harvey's, we have real big hopes on Sam Harvey. So we're going to July 3rd. We're going to ABC. We're going to do, we're going to talk on their show, and Sam's going to perform live. So we're going to kick the tour off there and start doing some radio stations, doing some club appearances, and then come around towards the third and fourth quarter. We're going to start kicking out some shows where we'll be giving away tickets and just having a good time.
Man, speaking of that, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm good.
But speaking of that, man, you have some other things that you have cooking up in the lab, man. You have a book that you're working on. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. It's actually out. It's called When a Man Tries.
Okay.
And it's almost like a 50 Shades of Grey, but from a man's perspective. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty dope. It's out now. You can go get it from Amazon. I mean, any platform. It's a good read. A lot of women love it. A lot of men like it because it tells the story from our point of view. It is exotic, so I would say over a certain age.
Oh yeah. And when it comes to you always, doing something new, it's like you're not having a dull moment. Where you get all that motivation from?
It goes back to just me loving people. I love people so much. It's that drives me. And family, my kids, and my wife. But other than that, I mean people. I mean, if I'm able to make something out of myself and have the funds and the different things to be able to help more people, then I feel like I serve my purpose. And that's what it's all about for me, just making my difference.
And what's coming up next? Because I know you mentioned the tour and all the other side projects, but what's next in about 3-6 months for you?
Oh man, we got so much stuff. So we start scoring, shooting three motion pictures, executive producing, going into theaters. So we're doing 4 seasons. 4 seasons, about 4 different women, and each woman represents a season. Mm. We also have Party Central, which is another movie, and we have One and Done, which is a basketball flick. So I'll be starring in those movies and playing in them. I also have an app I'm releasing. It's like it's self-titled. It's like Guitar Hero, but it's for DJs. So you guys will be able to battle me on the DJ game, and some of my friends and DJ colleagues that you guys be able to battle with us. And so that's to be fun. We'll be releasing that with Apple and Amazon and iTunes as well.
Oh man!
So Android, and that's going to be. I'm real excited about that.
So that's exclusive. That's coming in the works. That's coming out pretty soon, right?
Yeah. That'll be out in the next 30 days.
Man, I love it. Man, I get a nice little exclusive for the audience, man. Man, this is an awesome interview, bro. Like, I appreciate this. Like, this is dope. Now,
I appreciate you, man.
Now, before we let you go, man, because I know you're super busy, man. I don't want to take up any more of your time. But before we go, man, we touched on how, you know, you can inspire the next generation, the next new batch of producers and DJs. And just also just people as individuals, you know, maybe some working a 9 to 5, they want to pick this up as a hobby. What's some last words that you want to leave with the audience that say someone out there, maybe they've been pushing, they haven't seen results yet, and they feel like it's all in vain? What's some words of wisdom that you can keep them focused?
All I can say is enjoy the process. I mean, everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own process. Got to understand that you might be going through something right now, but midnight only lasts for a minute. So, I mean, it's gonna pass through. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the growing pains. You can't grow without the pain. So,
man, that wasn't a mic drop right there. Midnight only lasts for a minute. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Man, we are talking to Camp Zeroo, and man, you might I hear some more books on you, man, that you're gonna have to get on that John Maxwell status, because there's some lot of wisdom right there, man. Like, a lot of people need this in the industry, and I think a lot of social media has very blurred people's vision as far as what it really means to just love your craft. You know, we have a lot of pressure nowadays. You know, how many likes can I get? How many retweets can I get? Versus, like you said, enjoy the process. So, man, before we let you go, man, who you want to get some shout outs to, man?
I want to give a shout out to you guys for bringing me on. I want to give a shout out to my PR, CC, my management, BC, my team, everybody who stayed behind me and just keep pushing this. I want to give a shout out to Dallas, Texas in general. I want to give a shout out to everybody for pushing us. So I'm really appreciative, and we're going to try to take this thing to the moon.
That's what's up, man. Well, you're going to get a lot of love from San Antonio, Texas, man. So big shout out to Dallas.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Well,
you got to bring me back.
We going to have to make a connection, man. But before we say a close, man, like we always say every week, y'all, keep God first, stay focused, and peace.
Peace.